Hello, Mr. Chandler. Hope you're doing well. This is going to be your monthly review for your Google Ads. At this point, I think we're in month 3. I could be mistaken, but here are the current updates, changes to your SEO, as well as many recommendations as what we could do to further take more real estate up for SEO purposes, because it's a competitive world out there. And so let's just start with some basics. So number 1, performance on Google Search Console. Let's go ahead and do the last 3 months, and then I'm going to do the last 28 days. So 9, 13, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's been about 3 months, as you can see. This is as far back as it goes. Double check that. I lied. 8/13. 8/13 is as far as it goes, because 6 months ago would be July. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's going on the 4th month, onto the 5th. And so, as a grand overview, we had 1,700 impressions, 10 clicks overall. And now let's just do the last 28 days. 620 impression, 1 click. So again, still building up the presence, awareness with Gilbert, Arizona specifically. So here you can see the queries, like what it is that people are searching or getting, what you're getting impressions for your SERP, your search engine result page, not your Google profile. And here you can see the top ones are ceramic coating in Gilbert, Arizona, auto detailing Gilbert, Arizona, mobile car detailing Gilbert, mobile detailing Gilbert. So like Gilbert is starting to be the theme here, which is the goal, right? Like we are doing the location of Gilbert. Of course, the best case scenario is getting things like auto detailing under me, but those are pretty competitive. So that's why we start with the location as the homepage, because in a way it is also the main keyword is just long tail version of it, long tail location version of it. But so here you go, auto detailing. There was 4 impressions. So like if we only focus on auto detailing, I mean that is like super broad. So in order to start breaking through, we add the Gilbert location page, and that is for the Google Search Console. Let's move on to the Google profile. Oh, speaking of which, glad I left this open. Did some optimizations to your Google profile. So your Google profile is like super simple, but we want to make it as optimized as possible. So writing auto detailing, car detailing service business category. Currently, or in the past, you just had the services that you offer. Instead of just doing that, I added the content from your homepage, the about us, and then I changed it up a little bit so that it makes a little bit more, it's a little bit different, but also the same, so that it makes more fluid sense in my opinion. So again, added 2 with Gilbert, Arizona in it, so that it knows Gilbert, Arizona, auto detailing, car enthusiasts, more information to feed Google. Then here it says some of our services include, so instead of just having it listed at that, interior detailing, exterior detailing, paint correction, paint enhancement, ceramic coating, monthly maintenance plans available. And if there's anything else there, we can add opening date. You know, we can add that, but sometimes it might date you, right? So it's kind of preference up to you. And then I added the social profiles here because, again, we're just trying to feed as much information to Google as possible in the hopes that we benefit from it. Service areas, we have Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler, Queen Creek. Did have a question about Phoenix, Arizona, because I know Phoenix, Arizona is not like the closest thing to you, but it is the, how do I say this? My save button at. It is the highest ranking keyword. So like any type of like city, that's going to be your main one. So if it is something that we're able to add as a location page, it's going to help drive traffic to your site. The more traffic to your site, the more decisions that Google can give us. I should pull up my little graph, but I don't have it handy with me. Let's see. Yeah, I do actually. So, quick lesson with SEO ranking factors. You have a domain authority and you have content quality. So what goes into domain authority, which is where you rank on Google, right? Domain age, your domain is new. Content scale, it's a new website. It doesn't have that many pages. It doesn't have that much content. That's something that we work on month over month. So it's really not that much if you compare it to a lot of other websites. Domain rating, it's new. It doesn't have much. Brand search, this is something you're going to be building over time. So as your brand gets known, as more people know about you, brand searches are still good. Brand searches are still, you're still being found organically if people look up your brand. For example, if someone looks up, Home Depot, that is a driving term to your site. And I'm not saying that, I'm saying like people who look that up know who you are, but it's still giving data to Google, and it still counts as traffic, and it's still helping your website out as far as ranking goes. EEAT, so expertise. I forget the other E, authority and trustworthiness. Let's just go ahead and expertise, experience. So basically, this just means is the content we're writing, is it good? Like, is it does it sound like we know what we're talking about? Are we the experts in our field? And so that we can kind of control because we do have the content, the ability to change the content, but again, it's over time. And then backlinks. We're not going to get any backlinks anytime soon because why would anyone backlink to us? Yes, we can purchase them. Yes, we can go purchase them, or there's places you can buy them, but they're not really good, and it might cause like it'll throw a flag like why are 20 websites linking back to writing auto detailing when there's really not much there. Backlinks will happen organically, or we have a better chance once we grow more. But however, if you know your local newspaper, if you know a school, if you know someone with the website that can write an article about you, like a legitimate, like for example, you said, hey Cesar, I know you have symphonyadvertising.com. Your marketing service has really helped us out. If you could, if you want, you can write an article about how you helped us, and then you can link back to our website. And I would say, hey, that sounds great. I'll do it. And then I link back to you. And then the juice from my site to your site passes over, some of it. And then we need more of that. And so we don't really have a shot here either. So like really out of all this, we just have EEAT, which is basically content. And then content quality is similar because this shoots over here. So EEAT, same thing. Time on page, the better the content, the longer they stay. Missing content, so any gaps, right? So like for example, if your area is super specific as to like how should I treat my weather during the cold season in Gilbert, Arizona, if there's nobody writing that content, that's our opportunity there. Page load speed, you don't have an issue with that because you're on great hosting and you have a pretty lean site. NLP is like mentioning the keyword within your content, and we've actually been working on this, which I'll show you. And then info gain, we're not even gonna worry about that now. So why I tell you all that is because we only have a couple dimensions or a couple angles to attack this, and so that's what we're doing. My camera has lost focus. My apologies. And so, with that being said, here is the Google profile page that now has been edited, just more information for it. Here is our tool called SE Ranking. So this is actually new. We have SEM Rush, which is actually right here, but SEM Rush is like super expensive, whereas SE Ranking is not as expensive. So we're able to add more clients onto this than we did to the other one. Literally, like the other one's like $130 per account. This one's less. It's still quite a bit, but it's considerably less. Just a fun fact. So here are the keywords that we added. We just added this earlier this week, so we only have a little bit of data, but here you can see the content score. So based off of these Gilbert, Arizona type keywords for auto detailing and car detailing, we want to get above a 75. So this is us writing content, manipulating it, adding, subtracting, length, so on and so forth, and we want to get over 75. So for 4 of them we have it, not yet for car detailing and Gilbert. Here over time, like I said, we'll see the ups and downs. So there's going to be daily changes, but what we're going to want to see is a good trend over months. And so we have this now. So we can probably add a couple more keywords for the services and or other locations, but we'll do that as we add that content. And so with that being said, here is your Google profile page. Great job on the Google reviews, by the way. 8 versus 0 is fantastic. I would update this for you, but is it okay to update this this logo? Because we want it to match, right? Now we're talking about brand. We want to make sure that when somebody sees this red logo and they click the site, they're seeing the same thing. And so I recommend getting that updated. It's like the little things, right? We're improving by 0.5%, 0.05%, and we will see it over time. And so here's the performance. So not too much on here. So as you can see, it didn't exist. Now it exists. It's getting interactions, but it's still not, the craziest. No calls, no messages. Messages and bookings don't really happen because you have the website for that. Directions. So interestingly enough, people are, probably your customers that do go to you. And then website clicks, 5 in November, and so far 1 in December. So like, again, we're breaking in. And finally, before I go into the other stuff, we have I went through this. So that's the performance, and then analytics. So writing auto detail. And here's the breakdown of where your traffic is coming from. So direct, there's 34. People put writingautodetail.com. Organic social, which is very interesting because I don't know where this is from, because I don't think you've posted since like September 28th is what I saw. And then organic search. So people going to Google and searching. So actually, I think I can see here, traffic source. So Facebook. So you're getting, traffic from Facebook. Maybe you're posting on your personal page. I would keep doing it. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it and do more of it, because it is bringing traffic, and any traffic to the site is going to not only help SEO, but if they're coming from Facebook, that means you are capable of getting leads from another channel, which is great. Because from what I'm seeing, it's mainly SEO. It's going to be people who already know your site. It's going to be your Google profile, and it's going to be search engine like Google.com looking up keywords. So, or DuckDuckGo, Yahoo, etc., etc. Okay, now we're going to enter the consultation phase. So here's what we asked. Here's some suggestions that we would recommend. Oh, by the way, here's the new location page. Val Vista Lakes, car detailing, right? Detailing. And again, it just takes time to create quality content that isn't like all the other pages about this. So, as part of a recommendation for you to us or to collaborate is, could you send us any unique content? You can, you can write it out. You can send an article over. It might be easiest to like just send a voice memo and let us know a little bit about Val Vista Lakes so that we can integrate it to this page. Because if there's 20 Gilbert, Arizona companies and they're all talking about the exact same type of layout, high quality services, time saving detailing. I mean, this took like an hour to do. So like, this is actually better than most, I would say. But when you give us that unique side of it that we don't know about, for example, in the Heights, for me, like I don't think people who don't live here know that the Heights is an older town that has a lot of events. In Christmas time, they do Christmas lights. In Halloween, they have events out there. They have a lot of good restaurants. Here's a couple of them. The roads are actually great compared to other places in Houston. The type of people there is usually like a 30 to 40-year-old. It's a little bit expensive, but just getting kind of like contextual context for this page is going to make it that much better. So I ask of you, so since you live there, you can tell us more, and then we can take that and integrate it naturally into this content. Because if we just go and use like ChatGPT, or if we go and do like copy paste, some website, like how do we know that's actual content? Like, how do we know that's legit? And B, it's better if we make the content ourselves. So that would be a little homework there. On this page, Google, like when you think about search engine optimization, Google ranks everything, right? So like if I look up paint correction Gilbert, Arizona, there's two things that pop up here, right? There's an Instagram here. So if we make this a business account, put the location Gilbert, Arizona, and then add a description. We are a auto detailing company that provides services for the Gilbert, Arizona and surrounding areas. Call us today. Here's our number. Like, it's just adding a little bit more context to Instagram so that Google knows, oh, okay, this is where this is what they do. In addition to that, posting more. I mean, I know like everybody knows that question, but it helps. The more traffic you get, the more clicks you get to your site, the more social media people know you. And not only that, the more you build your brand kind of like on the side, right? And people find you, people interact with you. It all helps. And so I would say that there's many examples out there. Everyone has their style. So like however you want to do it. My favorite is when people talk to the camera because it builds a relationship and people like to see people's faces. People can connect when they actually see a person versus if they see the car, because the car is great, but the car is a million times. There's only one, one Chandler, one version of Chandler. And so, recommendation there, recommendation on the Facebook as well. Let's see when this was posted. November. So I think you probably post a little bit more on this. And again, I would just post more. Like this one's okay. And then add descriptions here. Again, it'll help rank your page. And then any type of free listing. So for this month, I would recommend doing Yelp. I don't think you have one. But again, Yelp is like, I personally don't use Yelp. I don't like Yelp. There are people who use Yelp, and so if I look up, car detailing, Gilbert, Arizona, right? You're gonna get what you get, the local pack. But then the very first one is the top 10. So there's gonna be a certain amount of people that go to the top 10 because that's how they see the world. They're like, okay, I just want to see the top 10 best ones. And so, there's going to be other ones here. So, we appear, but we're not, we're what? 1, 2. So like the third page, we're on the third page. But see, if somebody clicks here, right, they're going to go here. And then, I don't even know if they're actually in order, right? So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nonetheless, my point is, Yelp has ranked on Google for that keyword. If you were to add your listing, then there is a chance that someone will find you through it. Why? Because maybe these people are too far. Maybe they take too long to get back to them. Maybe they don't like the pictures they see. Maybe, and even then, it's just good to get another listing out there that has your name, address, phone number. It all accumulates. And so, it's free, right? I would not run ads on this. If you're going to run ads, let me know. I would say run Google Ads. That's going to be your best bet in the beginning. With whatever budget you have, but if as soon as you create an account, they're gonna start calling you. But I do not recommend using Yelp as an ad platform because, from my experience and from the experience of clients I've worked with, it's only good if you're like maybe a restaurant. Other than that, not the best. So that is the review for this month. A little bit of homework, a little bit of update from our side, but it boils down to time and effort. And so the more we can collaborate, like if you can let us know certain things, the better our content gets. We can write it all, right? We can write the bulk of it, but we don't have boots on the ground. So we just need a little bit. Like I said, if you want to just make a Loom account and just talk into the mic and let us know, just like I did, like kind of just giving you context. Or I suppose if you have like articles, but like, it's more natural, I think, when it's written or spoken. But yeah, thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions. Goodbye.